Hello, welcome to Text Markup Uno. So, when you want to section off parts of your website, right? Almost like how you section off parts of a textbook, you use header tags. So again, if you're watching this video, you might want to pause and you might want to take the time to write these definitions down. So header tags are an indicator for a section or subsection of your web page. You use them to section off using words parts of your website. They're an indicator for a section or subsection of your web page. They look like this. So this is how you add it. Remember we spoke about the opening and closing tag? So your H1 element has an H1 opening and closing tag. So the code on the left would appear as it does on the right on your website. So if you notice, H1 is our biggest header tag with H6 being our smallest header tag. So you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No other numbers for headers, but you use them to kind of section off parts of your website. They are the headers for different sections. Modifying text. How can we take text and make it look all pretty? So formatting. Putting certain style and emphasis on words. We're going to change the formatting of our text. If you're at home, maybe you pause and you take notes here. If I'm in person, I'm giving you time to take notes. The video is going to be a little different. So we have a paragraph tag. So it's necessary when you want to add text just by itself to a web page. So you would have the opening p tag, some text, and the closing p tag. Whenever you just want text on the website and that text is part of nothing else, you would add your paragraph tag. If you want to make something bold, it's used to add, the B is used to add bold text, sorry. You can also use the word strong, so sideways peace sign, strong, S-T-R-O-N-G. Same thing, it makes it bold. But remember, you would put the B tag or the strong tag, and then the words you want bold, and then the closing B or strong tag. So you want to wrap what you want to make in your opening and closing tag. Italic. So instead of I, you could use EM to put emphasis on it. So I or EM. Again, you put I, the word you want italics, and then /I. To make something underlined, you would just use U. So that's how you add the underline effect. Again, opening and closing tag. I'm putting emphasis on this because you have to remember your closing tag. Because if you just open it, then everything's going to be underlined on your website, and we don't want that. Mark is used to highlight something. So in this case, you'd put an opening tag before the word highlight and a closing mark tag after the word highlight. And it would only highlight the word highlight. Line break. So if you have the example, use to break the line. So if you don't want any more text on that line, you would add the BR tag. Now this one, pay attention, because this one, with a BR, you do not need a end tag. You just need an opening tag for line break element. Oh, boom, here, I did it. Use when you want to emphasize a word. EM. Instead of italic, use EM. Instead of bold, use the word strong. These are all different variation elements. EM and strong are newer, so I would use those instead of BRI. You could have multiple changes. So if you want something to be bold and italic, you'd wrap and put beginning, opening and closing B and I tags, and then closing at the end, I and B tags. So if you notice, I flipped how I said it. So you have to think of it as a first in, last out. If you remember from our HTML skeleton, HTML was our first element, but the closing element was also our last. So if you are the first element to be mentioned, you are the last element to close. you want to keep them in the same pair. So if I added bold, italic, underline, it would then be close, underline, italic, bold. You have to have the right pairs sandwiching in. No, when my phone locks, the remote doesn't work. Oh well. I'll just click. Oh, no. Oh, that's the PowerPoint. Okay, so this is why I was shocked. It's basic. Just remember, you always have to close all elements but BR and first in, last out. These don't have attributes yet, so do not worry. Text markup 1. Conclude. Have a wonderful day.